I wanted to share about a tension test that I developed years ago to check the tension on your machine before you jump onto your project. And so I designed this little shape, and I'll explain why it's the way it is in just a second, with the idea that you would run it on a small piece of fabric that was on the batting next to your quilt. So you could actually test the tension, see how it's going to act in the points and the coils, and know that you can jump on and use that same tension on the quilt. So the way I designed it, I'm going to go ahead and do a virtual stitch out, and I've enlarged it just so it takes a little bit longer so I can explain it. But the way I designed it is going to start tracing the outline of this rectangle, and then it's going to come into the center of this rectangle and add a bunch of stitching. And it's in points like this that you see tension problems either on the top or the back, or in coils. If the tension is too tight on both, you'll see this kind of pucker up. So come into the center and stitch that out. You can flip the quilt edge over and take a look at that when you're done. But then it restitches this triangle or this rectangle exactly like it did the first one. Digitally, they're exactly the same. And the reason I do that, trace it a second time after you've added all this tension in the middle, is because if it traces outside your first rectangle, you know both of your tensions are too tight. What you don't want is any distortion to the quilt top or any shrinkage. And so if your tensions are balanced the way they should be, that second tracing should be exactly like the first. And I had this out there. It's a free pattern on our website. It's been available for a long time. And a guy told me that he thought it looked like a martini glass. And so I redesigned the same kind of thing using this little martini coil and all it. So you can download both of these from the website and just put them on a piece of fabric on the side of the quilt to test tension before you start in on your quilt. And always roll the edge of the quilt to look at the back of it before you start.